already know I got on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Fresh as on the globe. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on. Told me never trust these. Split 60 racks on the camouflage bells. Blue diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. 220, I'm in hustle and grab. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to wanna imp, now I got several. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. These be hating on glitz, I don't it. Can't take my chain, I ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish rap, most want it.
I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me all that I don't fade. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time. I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me and tell me you love me and tell me you love me and don't let me go. Tell me you love me and tell me you love me and tell me you love me and don't let me go.
Nobody, and I don't care about the rest. You're mine. No one, nobody, and all is taking all this time. You're mine.
Tell me you love me, but no one above me, even when it's ugly and money get low. Trust me, even when it's one thing right after the other, the nerve really. Miss me, I know it's been 15 long days since I've been away. Tell me you waiting at home with the baby and tell her that daddy's so proud of the way. She teaching her mama and daddy to be more like kids and still handle the biz on the road. Cause I got a dream that I never could sing and say. Excited to see where it goes. I love the environment. I could provide you with just like a writing about you in these songs. You taking me higher, no need for a lighter. The spark of my fire inspired this poem. Gone.
Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road.
Don't care about the rest. You're mine. No one, nobody, and all is taking all this time. You're mine.
He's got tattoos, he's bad news. Yeah, that's all anybody's ever said about me. And yeah, I like to cut loose, too. You might think I chose this way of living now, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming, Guns N' Roses bumping through a 12 in the floor. I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore. Ain't a thing changed round here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy barn trick me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So my name when I show up now. And I've been from New York to LA and every place in between, but they don't do it like we do it in my hometown. Ain't a thing changed around here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ, he'll still try to get them 40 stuck. So line them up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Ain't a thing changed around here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ, he'll still try to get them 40 stuck. So line them up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Yeah, I'm anything but new to country. Yeah, I'm anything but new to country.
Yo, 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 yo. 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 When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place. True indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to baby, fight Q-tip, Alicia Heed. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the mobile dance, my duty, let my seed. When I step up in the place, then yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you ever try to step on my suede shoes? Top Gun shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. Please let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, breaking way down to molecules. Yo, let me hit you with my ill street blues. Bust the rhymes, always headlines, the street news. Hey, baby girl, don't be confused. Sell my 17s and enjoy my boat cruise. I know you really wanna know who's coming through, leaving residues. Sorry, homeboy, but your flow sound used. Got to pay your dues, baby, you know the rules. Whenever I travel the world, I land cruise. If you choose to, how you get. Now I got you on super unlimited views. Give me room, give me some space, your excuse. When I step up in the place, then yo, I step correct. But I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. But I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. But I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. But I got you all in check.
You're now rocking with the best. Busta Rhymes coming through from the Flipmode Squad. Boy Scouts who I be. Straight to your dome. We coming straight to your dome. Bringing all you ruckus to all you rap. Boy Scouts who I be. Flipmode is the squid dog. Busta Rhymes break it down like this.
Yo, which stole my flow? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Throw them type right out my window. Blast you with a direct blow. Blow
Coming through like G.I. Joe. Star Wars moving ill like Han Solo. Make you bounce around like this was Calypso. Always shine cause I got the high pro glow. You think that you can hide, you think you can lay low. Roll up on your eye like Hawaii 5-0. Mac out with my dreads in my Kango. Forget them, just pass the. Yo, take a trip down to Mexico. Come back with that might make you psycho. Maximum frequency studio stereo. Sorry, this is it, but homeboy, I got to go. I step up in the place and yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. Hey, you know we come through to like the disco jack. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. Poses. You can get away with it. You think the light won't be ever lit. It's almost over now, almost over now. Something on your chest, better get it off. There'll be no one left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now. You had plenty of time, there was no rush, but it was your dream to be like us. You're in dreamland, so you don't care. And as you wait, we're standing there. Can't be me, I'm a rock star. I'm rhyming on the top of a cop car. I'm a rebel, I'm a rebel, I'm a rebel. It's almost over now, it's almost over now. I guess you ain't heard that we slow guys. It's too damn late to apologize. When you see the mantle, the way you see the sun. It's almost over now, almost over now. You think that you don't have to ever quit. You think that you can get away with it. You think the light won't be ever lit. It's almost over now, almost over now. Something on your chest, better get it out. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now. Just better get it out. Look, it's almost over now, almost over now. You don't suck.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California.
Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scottaboo.
2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Here's Purdy. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. The Niners at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
Now 2nd and 5. Give up the middle, Scatterby. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Hey, look at this Browns defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And some room to run now. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36.
Play action. Now Purdy.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And outbounds right around the 20. 7 yards there and a first down.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Purdy now to throw.
That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
And they'll send Judy in motion left. They go play action now. Sanders.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Michael Williams.
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. the sack. They'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They run out of the gun with Irvin. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. You look at this Niner defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run here with Scalaboo. Oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. That's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
38-yard line.
They give it off here to the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. This is Jennings. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. An inside run with Scalaboo. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Connecting quickly with Goddard. And the 49ers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Scalaboo is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Purdy. Touchdown! Jerome Jennings, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
The score, Niners 10, Browns nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Get set. Right around, sir.
They'll give it to Scalaboo. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Open man has got it, the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give, it's Scalaboo. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Harvey. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Get set.
Now Purdy. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Cam Scalaboo, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to be.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Now Sanders. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here's Sanders. Oh, he's got Ibuka. That's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the gun, it's Shedeur. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Sanders. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Sanders going to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Panther 60, Panther 60, go!
Throwing, Sanders. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Their partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Cougar 19! Trap 60, trap 60!
The final shot before break. Sanders. And this one nearly intercepted. Oh, that's a ball he thinks he should have had. Instead, maybe a chance for the offense to get 3 out of it after all. 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's good.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On play action, here's Shedeur. And this one is incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Shedeur Sanders scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. That went out wide and intercepted. Inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, it's one thing to get the interception, and it was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. First down, here's Scatterby. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Looking to throw. Purdy. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Pass is 50, pass is 50. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Buffalo 18.
To throw is Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A run up the middle with Irving. The 20. 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Bucky Irving, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers.
Taking it right down Broadway. Jerron Jennings. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerron Jennings with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one. At the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw, and I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19.
Here's a handoff to Irving. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And This will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On the ground, it's Scatterbroo to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Purdy. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Purdy now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here. Purdy. That's caught out right by Jennings. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Back to throw, Purdy. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Scatterbroo. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Scatterbroo. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Under pressure, they got him again. Danielle Hunter drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Irving. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Ready, set. Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60. Ready, ready.
Play action. It's Sanders. And it is caught downfield by Harrison. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Viking 18. Ready.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
First down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Start.
Throwing, Purdy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Here's 2nd down. To throw is Purdy. Pass complete, Goddard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And the 49er, first down.
Purdy to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Here's Purdy to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Here's Purdy. He'll try to do it himself. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
They go play action now. Sanders. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Cleveland, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Fria, make it hotter. 2 a.m., we ended up at Live. 3 a.m., we like Pope. 4 a.m., and I know which girls I'm taking home. Just spin, make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 on our own expense. Only live once, so we let's take, don't miss. Pour them all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta